Have you ever dreamed of studying in Japan? You know, surrounded by that amazing culture, the food, the cutting-edge tech? Well, what if I told you that you could do it all for free? And not just free, but actually get paid to be there. Well, stick around because we're diving deep into a life-changing opportunity, the MEXT Scholarship. And no, that's not just a dream. That is the actual reality for thousands of MEXT scholars. This is, without a doubt, one of the most prestigious and generous scholarships on the entire planet, and in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how you can make it your reality. So here's our roadmap. We'll start with what the scholarship even is, then get into the really good stuff, the benefits. After that, we'll cover the two main paths you can take to apply, walk you through the entire process, and finish up with some key tips to make your application truly pop. Okay, so what's the deal with MEXT? It's a bit of a mouthful, but it stands for the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology. Whew! Basically, it's the Japanese government's flagship scholarship program, designed to bring the brightest minds from all over the world to study in Japan. And what's so great about it is just how many people is for. This isn't just for PhDs. It covers everything. Undergraduate degrees, masters, and PhDs, of course, but also specialized tracks like teacher training and even technology students. That research student category, that's a super common path for graduate students before they officially start their master's or PhD. Now, let's talk about the big picture requirements. Two main things. First, you have to be a citizen of a country that has diplomatic ties with Japan, and that's most countries, so you're probably covered. Second, there are age limits. Generally, you need to be under 25 for an undergrad program and under 35 for a master's or PhD. Just be sure to double-check the exact rules for your specific country, okay? All right, let's get to the part everyone wants to know about, the benefits. When MEXT says this scholarship is fully funded, they really, really mean it. This is a complete financial package so you can just focus on your studies and not worry about money. So for undergrads, you get a monthly stipend of 117,000 Japanese yen. To put that in perspective, that's around 85,000 Bangladeshi takar or 65,000 Indian rupees every single month, just to cover your living expenses. If you're going for a master's degree, that stipend jumps up to 144,000 yen a month. That's a serious amount of money that gives you real financial freedom to explore Japan without having to juggle a part-time job. And for all you future PhDs out there, it gets even better, 145,000 yen per month. This right here is why MEXT is known as one of the best paid scholarships in the entire world. But wait, it doesn't stop with the monthly cash. MEXT covers pretty much everything else. Your tuition fees, 100% waived. Gone. They fly you from your home country to Japan and back again when you're done. You get help with finding a place to live, full health insurance, and maybe the best part for a lot of us, there are zero application fees, and you do not need to show a bank statement. It is the whole shebang. Okay, so you're convinced you want this. But how do you actually get it? This brings us to the most important decision you are going to make on your MEXT journey. There are two main roads you can take: the embassy recommendation track or the university recommendation track. Think of this as a strategic choice. On one side, you have the embassy track. It's the most common route, it has more spots available, but the competition is absolutely fierce. The whole process takes about 9 or 10 months. On the other side, you've got the university track. It's much faster, generally less competitive, but, and this is a big but, it often requires a language score, like IELTS or the JLPT. And you usually have to find a professor who agrees to supervise you before you even apply. And here's a super important point, especially for anyone applying straight out of high school. For an undergraduate degree, the embassy track is pretty much your only option. The university recommendation path is mostly for people applying for a master's or PhD. So with that in mind, let's focus on the embassy track, since that's the road most people will take. We're going to walk through it step by step. Think of it like an application gauntlet, but don't worry, you've got a guide. So here's how a typical year looks. Applications usually open up on your local Japanese embassy's website around April or May. You'll need to get all your documents in by June. Then comes the written exams in July. If you ace those, you'll get an interview in August. After that, you wait. The final results from MEXT headquarters in Tokyo don't come until January or February for a start date in Japan the following April or October. The whole process has 4 main hurdles you have to clear. First, the document screening. If all your paperwork is perfect, you get invited to the written exams. These tests will cover stuff like English, math, and subjects related to your major. The Japanese language test is usually optional, but doing well on it is a huge plus. Pass the exams, and you're on to the interview. And finally, if the embassy loves you, they recommend you to MEXT in Tokyo, who makes the final call. Okay, let's talk about the paperwork. You'll need the official application form, all your academic transcripts, some really strong recommendation letters, a medical certificate, and a copy of your passport. Now, if you're a master's or PhD applicant, listen up. That research plan is probably the single most important document you will submit. The big takeaway here, start gathering all of this stuff early. Don't wait. All right, you know the process now. But guess what? So do thousands of other brilliant applicants. So how do you stand out? How do you make your application scream, "Pick me"? Let's get into the real insider tips, the keys to a winning application. A winning profile really boils down to 4 things. Number 1, your grades have to be excellent. We're talking a CGPA above 3.5 on a 4.0 scale. It's non-negotiable. 2, your statement of purpose or research plan needs to be powerful. It has to tell a compelling story about you. 3, get amazing recommendation letters from people who genuinely know you and can sing your praises. And 4, language scores. While not always a strict requirement for the embassy track, a good IELTS or JLPT score can absolutely be the thing that pushes you over the top. And here's a very important, very modern tip. In this age of AI, authenticity is everything. Go ahead, use tools like ChatGPT for ideas or to check your grammar, but your final statement of purpose must be in your own voice. The reviewers want to hear your passion, your story. A few small grammatical mistakes are way better than having your essay get flagged as being written by a robot. Now, if you make it to the interview, you've got to bring your A game. Be confident. Be enthusiastic. Know your research plan like the back of your hand. The interviewers will want to know exactly why you chose Japan and why you chose that specific university. Don't give them generic answers. Be specific, be passionate. Your genuine excitement can make all the difference in the world. Look, the MEXT Scholarship is so much more than just money for a degree. It is a golden ticket to a new world of opportunities, of incredible research, and of personal growth you can't even imagine. Yes, it's a tough process, but as we've laid out, it's a clear one. It's achievable. All the information is right here. The path is set. Your journey to Japan starts right now. So the only question left is, are you ready to apply?